Imagine you open your eyes to a completely new environment, but you're inclined to explore. The light is barricaded by your confusion. You're unaware and blinded by the thought, what should I do now? In disbelief of your current empty surroundings, you decide to venture further. Around the corner, you see the helping hands that you've been waiting for. Even in this ill-polluted universe, they stand confidently, unlike you. You pass by unnoticed, alone and forgotten. So you proceed, in an empty hallway, into an empty classroom and an empty life. This is the mask.
I think that our masks define who we are based on which different mask we wear in different locations. Like at school, people are different. They wear different masks around their friends, different masks around their parents to try to divide themselves into these different people so that they can fit in these different situations.
Students don't fit in. Sometimes they feel it's an accurate perception of themselves, and so sometimes it's a matter of asking them, do you want to fit in? And if they do, then we have to do some analysis of what's going on in that particular school. One of the things I often recommend is that students pick out one or two students that they think are pretty popular, that they would like to be like, and study them. Watch how they behave, how they dress, how they act, those kinds of things, so that they can then kind of pick up on and do some of the things similar to the popular students, if that's what their goal is to fit in.
Be worse.
I think that in each of those different situations, I personally behave differently. I think around my teachers, I'm probably a little bit more inclined to keep it together, for lack of a better phrase. I think not to make sure that I'm watching what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. Around friends, I think that I lose more of my inhibitions, I guess. And distant friends is kind of a mix between the two. It's making sure that you don't want to offend someone, you don't want to say something that would be perceived as weird or odd, but then at the same time, it's not like you have to, it's not like I feel like I have to be professional with them.
I will try to fix you.
You can't really change yourself naturally. I mean, change just comes naturally. You can't really go out of your way to change yourself because that's not who you are. I mean, especially when you're in a group by yourself, you need to be yourself completely.
There's an old saying, when in Rome, do what the Romans do. If you try to go into a new social setting and impose your values, your desires, what you want, you're probably going to be rejected and probably going to offend people and have major problems. So it's definitely necessary.
Characteristics you like in other people are like inherently things you aim to be. So I don't think that anyone changes themselves in ways that they wouldn't want to change themselves. I mean, of course, you know, no, that's just for me. For me, I don't think I would change myself in a way that I wouldn't otherwise want to be changed in order to fit in with a group of people.
I think that the people that I don't feel myself around are probably the people that I feel as if there's no common ground, that not even necessarily people that I don't know, but people that you meet and there's just no connection there in a way that you feel like you could come together and have a conversation.
People judge other people based on their masks, so people feel that they have to have masks so that they can like fit in, you know.
I think when I was in junior high, I started going out for football, even though I wasn't particularly excited about it initially. But if you didn't go out for football, you were not popular. You weren't one of the cool kids. So in that circumstance, it made a lot of sense. Actually, did pretty well in football and ended up being reasonably popular for 7th grade, as much as you can expect.
It makes it really hard to go through a regular day wearing a mask because you don't have the freedom to express yourself and stand up for yourself, and self-confidence is a huge issue.
I don't think I've ever really had a problem with that, not even to be arrogant and say that like I have all kinds of friends or everybody likes me, because I know that's not true, but that I think that there's always some place that I've been able to fit in. I can always kind of find somewhere where I can be me.
I think students are always struggling to find who they are and their own identity, and sometimes we try to change ourselves too much to be like other people just to fit in, to be accepted. But at the same time, I've had kids that just don't know how to make conversation, so I suggest that they might read some magazines like Teen Magazine, 17, maybe if they're hanging around or want to fit in with some guys that are into sports, read Sports Illustrated, those kinds of things, so that they at least can carry on a conversation and know what other people are talking about.